John, when it comes to your current presentations like Shadowlands or Paranormal Inc., can you talk a little bit about maybe using the events past to help with these fresh new ideas?
Where do I start? Okay, so when I was fresh, let me take a step back a little bit. When I was fresh out of high school, I went to Knott's Farm for the first time, and it was my first exposure to any kind of haunted attraction. And a lot of people say that Disneyland's the most magical place on earth. To me, it was Knott's Farm. I wanted to know everything about this event, so that very next year I went and applied to be a monster, and I was turned away, but it's okay. The next year, I got hired as a carpenter, and from there, through the next 8 years, worked my way up to design, and where these guys provided the template for what we still do today, which is really neat. If you roll out these guys' ground plans, it's very, very similar to what we still do today. How the way they lay out the mazes, they lay out the scares, the safety, all that, it's still the same. From there, we have this amazing foundation where we can build and start to kind of look into new avenues of how to keep things fresh.
So cool. Now, I do want to ask this because this was such an ambitious attraction of taking the entire 6-acre Camp Snoopy Midway portion of Knott's Berry Farm and cutting it off from regular guest traffic at Knott's Scary Farm and turning it into a massive zombie apocalypse named Special Ops Infected. John, how in the world did this happen? Can you talk a little bit about that process?
Yeah, I think it all started with just the state of the industry, where all these different events, us, Universal, Queen Mary, all these even home lots are reaching these levels of quality that are just insane. So from there, I think people started to try and get creative and innovative of how we can change things up, and people started dipping their toes to experiences like Trapped to kind of get the innovative experience going. And at that point, I wasn't a designer yet, and I came to our current boss at the time, Laura Hanneman, and I said, I have this really crazy idea, and I think herself as well as everybody else jumped at it for something new and fresh. And I will say, our original idea was to do Special Ops Infected at Soap City and take up the entire area of
Wow, cool.
A couple of people at that point were like, I don't know, let's take it back. So we ended up going for the insane opportunity and doing it in Camp Snoopy.